Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Victory Theater Bare Bones production of Backstory, an evening of true stories, poetry, and flights of fancy. I'm your host, Carl Weintraub. The theme for tonight is do the right thing. What does that mean? What is the right thing to do? In the movie, everybody's trying to do the right thing. Danny Aiello's Sal is trying to serve good pizza and provide for his family. John Turturro's Pino is trying to get his dad to get out of this lousy neighborhood. While his brother, his brother Vito is trying to embrace the neighborhood and the people in it. Spike Lee's Mookie is trying to take care of his out-of-wedlock baby. Rosie Perez's Tina is trying to get Mookie to be a better father and get some direction in his life. Giancarlo Esposito's Bugging Out is trying to get Sal's Pizzeria to be more in tune with the neighborhood. Wants pictures up of black folk instead of a bunch of Italians on the wall. Bill Nunn's Radio Raheem is just trying to stay out of trouble, listen to good music. And Ozzie Davis's The Mayor, who can barely walk himself, darts out into traffic to pull a little kid out of the way of a speeding car, just like he pulls Sal and his sons away from the trouble when the violence starts. Just does the right thing, doesn't even think about it. And still, the pizzeria burns down and one boy gets killed. So what difference does it make doing the right thing? Does it change anything? And what is the right thing? I mean, white supremacists think they're doing the right thing by purging their race. The people that want to shut down the border and send all the Latinos back to where they came from, they feel like they're doing the right thing by keeping their country safe and keeping their jobs for themselves. So what's the right thing? It's simple, really. Y'all know the answer to that question. It's the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's the basis of every religion that's ever been on earth. Zoroaster taught it to the Persians 25 centuries ago. Confucius, Lao Tse, Buddha, Christ, the Dalai Lama, Deepak Chopra, they all preached the golden rule. One of my best friends just died, Lucy Taylor, the voice of Minnie Mouse. Her religion was the golden rule, and she lived it absolutely. It just was her religion, flat out. And everyone she touched, from the panhandler on the street to the waitress to her co-workers and friends to the billions of people whom she touched with her voice, were better off for being touched by her because she was touching them the way she would want to be touched herself. But what if somebody doesn't want to be touched like you would want to be touched? What about Rosie Perez? And this was her first movie. Did you know that? This is the first time she was on screen. Having to have ice cubes put on her nipples for the nude scene. That was probably the right thing to do for the movie, but I don't think she wanted to be touched like that. She said if you don't see her face in that scene, it's probably because she was crying. And what about the extension of the golden rule, which is to love thy neighbor as thyself? What if you are filled with self-loathing? What are you going to do, loathe your neighbor? So the Arabs, the Jews, the Hindus, and the Muslims, the Christians, and other sects of Christians steeped in history and scripture, how are you going to work that hatred out? It's almost in their DNA, you know what I mean? Such a simple concept, do unto others, love thy neighbor. But the others don't anything and don't want anything to do with you, and your neighbor's dog barks all night long. You know, it only works if it's totally reciprocal. I can't hate anybody anymore, not even Donald Trump and his Yahoo followers. If you're a white man, which I am, driving through the Midwest or the South and your car breaks down out in the sticks someplace, it's one of those yahoos that's going to come out and help you out, just like he'd expect you to help him out if he broke down. I can't be angry. I can only be so profoundly sad. I want to cry every time I think of Rodney King's plaintive cry. Can't we all just get along? Golden rule, do the right thing. Seems so simple. It's not. I've got no answers. Do you? You want to talk to me about it after the show tonight? The only thing I can come up with is my own backyard.